Last time, we talked about why GTA has no real brands. Now, let's talk about the fake ones that feel way too real. You've seen them 100 times, maybe even laughed at their ads. But have you ever stopped to think about how weirdly unforgettable GTA's fake brands are? From Cluckin Bell to Burger Shot, Sprunk to Acola, Pisswasser, Ammu-Nation, and even Life Invader. These are not just random names pasted onto buildings. These brands are living, breathing parts of the game. Cluckin Bell is Rockstar's take on KFC, served with a side of absurdity. Burger Shot? Think McDonald's, but with extra grease and a heart attack joke thrown in for free. Sprunk and Acola mirror the world of fizzy drinks with ridiculous slogans and chaotic marketing. Life Invader is basically Facebook if it were run by lunatics. And Ammu-Nation? Well, that's your friendly, over-the-top gun shop, loaded with satire. But here's where it gets interesting. These brands aren't just background props. They're baked into missions, appear in the radio commercials, and even show up in character dialogue. You can rob a store, then hear a radio jingle for the same place 5 minutes later. It's all connected. Rockstar didn't just create fake logos, they built a fake economy, full of in-jokes and references, so immersive it almost tricks your brain. Honestly, when was the last time a fake soda made you this curious? Stick around, because it only gets weirder from here. Each GTA brand signifies more than merely a title. It represents a meticulously devised joke, concealed in full view, cloaked in absurdity, and infused with cultural critique. Rockstar goes beyond creating logos. They craft parodies that ridicule actual companies and the absurdity of contemporary marketing. Consider Pisswasser, for instance. It directly translates to pea water. Not exactly the refreshing, thirst-satisfying image you'd link with a premium beer brand such as Budweiser. However, that is the essence. It's not aiming for sophistication. It's critiquing the extreme masculinity and superficial promotion of genuine beer advertisements with a playful, carefree nod. Then there's Life Invader, GTA's distorted take on Facebook. With its intrusive moniker and unsettling tech bro creator, it's satire at full throttle. It not only mocks social media, but also reveals how alarmingly similar our actual lives are to that dystopian reality. These fraudulent businesses are intentionally absurd. They are noisy, they are rough, they amplify everything from fraudulent health assertions on sodas to gun shops that resemble amusement parks. Why? Since Rockstar employs humor as a tool, they're ridiculing fast food culture, corporate avarice, and technology dependence without explicitly naming anyone. And by maintaining a fictional approach, they avoid concerns over lawsuits or cease and desist notifications. Yet, here's the actual twist. The more absurd these brands become, the more authentic they seem. It's satire cranked up to the maximum. And suddenly, you're not merely finding humor in GTA, you're finding humor in the reality beyond your window. Uneasy? Great. That's precisely the issue. Think GTA's brands are just silly names slapped on buildings for laughs? Think again. Some of these fictional companies have more backstory, scandal, and personality than real-life brands with billion-dollar budgets. Take Life Invader. It's not just a parody of Facebook. It's a twisted tech company with shady executives, creepy advertisements, and even a fully functional in-game website that feels uncomfortably real. You don't just see the logo, you feel the dystopia it represents. Then there's Burger Shot, GTA's version of fast food hell. It doesn't just sell burgers, it celebrates heart attacks with menu items like the bleeder. The satire is so sharp, you can almost hear the corporate boardroom laughing maniacally behind it. But here's where things get wild. Rockstar gives these fake brands histories. You'll hear references to lawsuits, bankruptcies, and shady business deals on the radio. Some characters will mock the brands in passing conversations, and others, they'll openly defend them like they're part of their identity. Even the websites, yes, some of these brands have their own digital homes filled with nonsense, satire, and bizarre company statements. It's a rabbit hole of chaos, but somehow it all works. The world feels lived in, real, connected. And that's the illusion. The more artificial it appears on the outside, the more it reflects the reality beneath. Consider this. Are these merely parodies, or has Rockstar crafted a parallel reality that's more truthful than our actual existence? You know a game world is brilliantly built when the fake stuff starts to feel real. That's exactly what Rockstar does with GTA. The brands in this game don't just float around as background noise, they help define the experience. Walk into an Ammu-Nation store, and you're not just picking up virtual weapons. You're stepping into a chaotic satire of American gun culture, where safety ads and explosive deals live side by side. Flip on the radio and hear a Sprunk commercial. It doesn't just make you laugh, it makes you wonder why this fictional soda feels more familiar than the real thing in your fridge. These brands affect everything: mission objectives, side quests, dialogue between random pedestrians, even the way the streets look. Billboards, storefronts, vending machines, they all play their part. You might rob a store with a Cluckin Bell across the street, only to hear a jingle for it 5 minutes later on a talk radio station. That's not random, that's intentional world building. It makes GTA feel like a breathing, self-aware version of our own society. And the more you play, the more these fake brands start to feel real. You begin recognizing them, quoting them, even joking about them with your friends. Admit it, have you ever craved a Sprunk after a long session? Or found yourself humming a radio ad from a fictional burger joint? That's Rockstar's real magic. They don't just build cities, they build brands that live inside your head long after you log off. Some GTA brands aren't just clever, they've become icons in their own right. Ask any longtime player, and they'll rattle off names like Up and Atom Burger, Taco Bomb, Bean Machine Coffee, and don't forget the worst. These fictional franchises are more than just background clutter. They're weird, wonderful parts of GTA's identity. They've got wild slogans, ridiculous mascots, and in-jokes that only dedicated fans will notice. Take Taco Bomb, for example. It's fast food with a death wish, a literal ticking time bomb for your digestive system. Bean Machine? That's Rockstar's chaotic take on Starbucks, complete with overpriced coffee and customers who seem just a little too into oat milk. Then there's Up and Atom Burger, with its classic 50s drive-through vibe and a mascot that looks like it crawled out of a Fallout vault. It's genius. However, the enjoyment continues beyond the shops. These brands appear in radio advertisements, background posters, and even in casual conversation. Have you ever heard a radio DJ going on about a Sprunk-fueled rampage? Or notice a Life Invader advertisement advising you to update your DNA? These are the hidden elements that create a sense of depth in the world, as if you're not merely playing, but actually experiencing it. And the more you engage, the deeper it becomes. Rockstar has hidden these treasures throughout the entire map, eagerly awaiting discovery. So, which GTA brand do you like the most? Discovered one that we overlooked? Leave it in the comments. We're searching for the funniest, oddest, and most outrageous ones available. With GTA 6 approaching like a ticking time bomb of excitement, one question continually arises for every fan. Will Rockstar finally incorporate real brands into the mayhem? Visualize your character confidently walking by a genuine Nike store or sipping a real Red Bull before embarking on a mission. Sounds crazy, huh? Yet also strangely feasible. Let's be honest, brand partnerships are the norm now. Fortnite's done it, Call of Duty's done it, even indie games are getting sponsored. So it wouldn't be shocking if Rockstar decided to cash in. A few billboards here, a sneaker brand there, and boom, millions in revenue without changing the gameplay. Easy money. But here's the catch. Real brands don't like being made fun of. They come with contracts, demands, image guidelines, and a legal team that's just waiting to say, actually, you can't do that. And that's where it all falls apart. GTA's magic is the freedom, the unfiltered jokes, the chaotic energy, the no-holds-barred satire. You bring in real brands, and suddenly, Rockstar can't go full savage anymore. The raw edge becomes a smooth sellout. Would a real company ever let its product appear next to a mission called Chainsaw Diplomacy? Probably not. So the real question isn't, can Rockstar use real brands? It's should they? Is it worth the trade-off? Would fans accept a cleaner, more sponsored GTA? Or would that destroy everything we love about it? You make the call. Is Rockstar gearing up for a corporate crossover? Or doubling down on satire? So there you have it. GTA's brands aren't just window dressing. They're part of the story, the satire, and the strange genius that makes Rockstar's world feel so alive. Fake brands, real laughs, and deeper meaning than most people ever realize. Now it's your turn. Which GTA brand is your favorite? Is it Sprunk's wild energy, Pisswass's low-class charm, or maybe Bean Machine's overpriced coffee chaos? Drop your answer in the comments. We're watching. And if you want more deep dives into gaming's hidden worlds, don't forget to subscribe, because in GTA, nothing is ever just what it seems.